out during my early morning routine. Wanted to touch base on the Zoom workshop coming up on hormones, menopause, andropause. It's just over a week. It's next Friday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. So next Friday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, we will be going hard. The driver behind this is to have you feel more at peace in your body. It is not to tell you what to do. It is not to give specifics on this is exactly what you need to do for this right now. It's just at a time period in a life that every human gets to experience, with things going in our blood that our body uses, that every human has, that we've put names to. It would help during these times if we could just take a deep breath and make a clearer decision, which we'll actually go over why some of the decisions that get made in those moments aren't really clear. And so again, when I say 25 years of being a practitioner, where did this all start? Like with working with clientele around the topics of hormones, menopause, and andropause, it started where it was just training. It was just performance training. It was a deeper level of training. Then you got to see how injuries affected the human being and what the body would do with those elements during times of injury in all ages and sexes and levels of damage. Then seeing that more affected the body than just muscle, but no matter how strong you get muscle, there are things that affect it. And so started to go in and research more about light. Believe it or not, light existed before 2020. Sunlight existed before everybody came out of the woodworks in 2020. Then we went supplements and herbs and started to mega dose and experiment and research. Hours of research going into there. Then there was grounding, there was breath work, there was meditation. There was a lot of stuff around nutrition that we were researching and implementing personally and then clinically, and just going into all of it again around those three terms: hormones, menopause, andropause, because everybody had those going on through their bodies. It was a absolute trait and compartment that the bodies were using, that we were seeing. It didn't matter whether it was injury or high performance athletes at any ages. Then I ended up going to chiropractic school, trying to pull it apart a little more. Then you understand the reality of that. I saw that it started to not make sense, and I tried to go from the neurology aspect into spine, and then there was toxicity, and then there was all other professions attached there. It was functional, it was DOs, it was integrative, naturopathic, body workers, herbalists, RDs. And so it was from the angles of all these things for me to try to acquire as much knowledge as I could. And what started off as just gaining words from someone, you know, from books or lectures or readings or interviews or meetings or whatever it would be, then you try to apply that and you go a level deeper, and you just see that what works all the time, what doesn't work all the time. And so fast forward to now, here I am. So that's the perspective where I'm coming from. Again, just my perspective. See if it makes sense, see if it fits, see if it is received in a way that you've never had it received before. Because again, these are man-made terms. You know, hormones, menopause, andropause, even lab values are man-made terms. Muscle names are just man-made terms. So when you go past what a word is and actually go down into what are the actions that I could take, and what is the sensation and the experience that I'm having, it goes much deeper than words. So that's where I want to go as well. A lot of people are using all the same words, or a lot of people are claiming expert level analysis on man-made words, and that's fine. I just want to go further. That's not enough for me. So again, every human has a body that utilizes the word hormones. Every human will go through, if we live long enough, through a gateway, a period of beautiful growth that's called menopause, the man-made term menopause, andropause. So I want to go deeper than just the man-made words. My perspective from 25 years, from those standpoints of me feverishly trying to learn as much as I can for myself first, and then going into others. And again, one of the bigger aspects is what I love is that if we can have an understanding of this, now you have in partnerships or in relationships or in marriages, you have people looking at each other during times where the body will express what is expressed, and with a deeper level of understanding comes then a completely different level and fabric of support, and from there then each individually can do their own work, and then together can support from a standpoint of not just saying words like "I'm here for you, honey," or "It's going to be okay." Like, what if we could go further than that? What if we could have an understanding that would go deeper from a man, from a woman? That is another driver. I've seen it clinically, and it's a beautiful thing, personally as well. So that's that's where I'm coming from with all this. Again, check out those tiles. There's a lot of topics. We're bringing in training, we're bringing in light, we're bringing in nourishment, we're bringing in rest, we're bringing in injuries, we're bringing in what supplementation does, herbs, lab values, all the stuff. I would love to see college kids coming in. I would love to see teenagers coming in, because their body uses these things as well. And even again, if everybody could just make sense a little more and gain a little more understanding, then they know their next step, at least where their starting point is. Because it's the starting point that we have a hard time with. So again, a lot of perspectives out there, a lot of people in a lot of industries covering these topics. That's another driver behind this, because it's trending. This is just my perspective, coming from everything that I've done, everything that I've experienced, everything that I've tried, everything I've failed, everybody I've met, everything I've seen, everything I've questioned, and continue to. So in another 25 years, when I do another class on this, we'll get the next dose of 25 years of evolution in this whole thing. So it's next Friday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Don't worry if you cannot make the live. There's a 7-day replay, at least 7 days. Sometimes people need more time, no big deal there. So don't worry about it I realize it's a Friday night or a Friday, depending on where you are in the world. But email me for details, investment, and registration. It's info@TommyJohnIII.com. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. And I'll touch base with more videos along the way, but let me know if you guys have any questions. See you then.